Well, I guess I won't worry about it for now.
Vibe physics. I've learned people now
What is
use
vibe?
AI
What is this video is about? Vibe physics. I'm trying to figure out what this video is about. I am interested to learn about vibe physics.
to develop new physics theories. I think that's great in principle. Physics needs new ideas. In practice, I've seen a lot of junk come out of it. Sometimes new, sometimes correct, but rarely both. Which is why today I want to look at 4 different large language models to see how they do with the task of coming up with new physics. That's GPT-5, Claude Opus 4.1, Grok 4, and Gemini Pro Ultra Extra Super Deep Think, or whatever it's called. Before we can do that, I'll have to briefly talk about, well, what I'm going to ask and what I expect. The example I've come up with is a vague idea that I've dragged around with me for 20 years or so to solve one of the millennium problems, the question of whether the Navier-Stokes equation has blow-ups. The Navier-Stokes equation is what one uses to describe fluids and gases, like, for example, climate and weather models, so basically solving the Navier-Stokes equation. Roughly speaking, the question is whether the solutions to the equation develop singularities from regular initial conditions and finite forces. I believe the answer to this question is yes. The reason is that I expect that ultimately you'll need quantum physics to prevent singularities, and the Navier-Stokes equation doesn't have quantum properties. Yes is in some sense the easier answer, because all you need to do is to find an example of where that happens that fulfills all the requirements. So far, no one has found one. The reason I haven't actually worked on this is that, for one thing, because no one would have financed it, because it's too far of anything I've previously worked on, but also, on some level, I don't actually believe it'd work. More likely, that's a good reason for why it can't possibly work that I'm blissfully too stupid to see. So, a great topic to ask a chatbot about. In somewhat more detail, the idea I had is to use some solution to Einstein's field equations with some suitable stress-energy tensor, not that of the Navier-Stokes fluid, but so that there is a coordinate system in which some of the Einstein equations happen to be the Navier-Stokes equation if you identify the geometry with the fluid. Somehow, the time direction comes from the initial condition, and then you use Penrose's singularity theorem to prove that you have to get a blow-up. The difficulties are that first you need to find the solution and the coordinate system, and you need to do that so that the forcing doesn't cause the blow-up. I believe this to be possible because in GR there are ways to change between coordinate systems to keep some quantities regular. People have, of course, looked at the Navier-Stokes equation and general relativity, and there are known links between the Navier-Stokes equation and the solutions of general relativity, but most of these only work near the horizon, so they're not useful. However, if you do a search for Navier-Stokes and GR, you'd find all kinds of things that distract you. Again, that makes it a good topic to ask a chatbot about. Okay. Now you may ask, okay, but if that isn't what she means, then what does she mean? I don't know. If I knew how it works, I wouldn't ask a chatbot about it. Loosely speaking, I think one could just, go through all the known solutions to GR. There are a few hundred of them, and check if there's one that might work. I think it seems worth a try. And it seems like the sort of thing that an AI should be good at, if you could get it to actually do it. Okay, now let me talk a little about what I'd expect a smart student to say about this. First of all, they'd formalize the problem. What's the Navier-Stokes equation? What are the requirements of the millennium problem? What are the singularity theorems? What do we know about solutions to GR and their symmetries? What's the overlap between the two? And then come up with a way to either systematically go through all known solutions that might work, or come up with a proof for why it can't possibly work. Let's then look at how the models do. I used the same wording for all the models to get them started. Here is GPT-5 in thinking mode. It seems to think the Millennium Problem doesn't allow forcing. That isn't correct. It's also confused about what I said about pushing the singularity from the forcing into the velocity field.
I don't know if Grok is the right one to ask science questions because Grok is like kind of a troll.
So let me clarify this. Okay, here it comes up with suggestions for how to proceed, and with some more prompting digs up some solutions as a starting point. We're not going to solve this problem today. Let me just say it looks like it roughly understood the idea and the steps look kind of reasonable and we could move on from there. Now let's move on to Google DeepThink, for which you need to get an Ultra subscription that clocks in at an amazing 140 euros a month. It's very slow. The result is, okay, it's
Dang.
really just rephrased my text.
How much
So let
money
me
is
just
that? How much money is that?
prompt explicitly for to proceed. This like allegedly took 20 minutes. What does it say? This is basically, it's basically text for a grant proposal. Push it some more and it politely declines and writes, I cannot generate the novel conceptual breakthroughs that perform the specialized abstract mathematical reasoning required to solve a Millennium Problem. I've tried Gemini DeepThink for some other things.
Okay, so I guess AI can't create new information or breakthroughs. It can only reorganize existing information. So if we want creativity, we need general intelligence.
Previously, and it's disappointing. It's wordy and vague and not anywhere near as good as GPT-5. I'm sorry, Demis, but it's true. I also tried Gemini 2.5, which is considerably faster. It tells me that it's a highly creative idea. Indeed, it's brilliant. It's also unworkable because Gemini thinks I want to put an incompressible fluid in the space-time. So let me clarify this. The idea is now subtle and clever. Gemini now confuses time reversal symmetry with time reversibility. It also seems to think that the Navier-Stokes equation violates energy conservation, probably because it confuses energy with free energy. A few moments later, it tells me the quest is not feasible and the search is impossible. I think Gemini has a serious self-confidence issue. Then we have Claude Opus 4.1. Claude is the fastest to reply by a large margin, but it just produces a lot of text that's your standard LLM word salad. It thinks that 3 + 1 dimensions isn't the same as 4 dimensions. This is poor. It's so poor, I can't bring up the energy to continue. I'm going to unsubscribe from this right now. And then there is Grok 4, the expert. It points out the known links between Navier-Stokes and GR, which won't work. It then thinks I want to put a fluid into space-time. Let me correct this. It now seems to roughly get the idea, and it suggests a 7-line pseudo-Python code, which is cute somehow. This isn't bad, but in practice not very useful. So my verdict is GPT top, then there's a big gap, then there's Grok, followed by Gemini 2.5, which might well be right that it's impossible, Gemini DeepThink, which really isn't worth the money, and at the very bottom there is Claude. I think this illustrates what the current models are good for and what not, what they are good at. They're really good now at digging up related work and explaining it, which is good for brainstorming. What they're not yet good at. First of all, they constantly conflate similar sounding but different physical concepts. Energy is not the same as free energy. An equation can be time reversible but not invariant under time reversal. In another thing I was working on, GPT kept confusing two different Feynman diagrams, both of which are sometimes referred to as self-energy. And the issue is, as a student, you just have to tell this once. You are confusing these things. the models will bring back these mistakes over and over. The second related problem is that they sometimes switch notation in the middle of a reply or just switch to a different topic. For example, the other day GPT was going on about perturbative quantum gravity for an hour, and then all of a sudden it switches to canonical quantum gravity and then to the semi-classical approximation. And if you don't know what these things are already, you'll end up with a lot of rubbish that doesn't fit together. The third problem, and that's the biggest issue, I think, is that they don't actually develop new ideas in any sense. In the best case, they'll assemble reasonable looking equations and then massage them so that they prove whatever you want them to prove by skipping over the actual proof. The LMM idea of a new theory is a plausible looking sequence of arguments, not an actually correct one. One way you can try to prevent this is just by asking, is this correct, or did you just make this up? And
The ChatGPT just gives you something that looks like it right, but it's not actually right.
sure enough, most of the time they'll just admit they made it up. So my verdict for the moment is it's a mixed bag. The current models are very much stuck to the existing literature, which isn't useful if you want to do something new. If you kick them enough, they will eventually agree to do anything, but then you can't trust them. For the time being, my advice would be to use them for literature research and background information. You can also get them quite effectively to criticize an idea if you specifically ask for it, but don't trust them with new ideas. By my assessment, these models are currently not anywhere near as good as a good student. So I guess physicists' jobs are safe from AI for the time being. One thing that AI is becoming really good at, though, is scam calls. I used to get a lot of these after my phone number leaked online, and that was really an eye-opener. I've since signed up to Incogni, who've been sponsoring this video.
That was kind of interesting, I guess. A little interesting. Right, now we're going to actually do game development. See if we can open up Unity. It's already open. All right, let's open up the clone. See if the game even works. Actually, you know what? Oh my gosh, how am I gonna run this game? Because I'm going to use VS Code now. That's a good point. That's a good question, actually. How the heck do I do this? Dang, man. Is there... I am... Restart extensions? I need to figure out how to learn Golang and VS Code. Mostly because my JetBrains stuff expired, so now I gotta use VS Code. Does anyone know how to use VS Code? Oh my goodness. Golang TDD. Test-driven development. In this day and age, in this economy, main menu. How do I zoom in? It's kind of crazy. Folders. Run configuration. Let me just check something. How do I make a Golang run configuration? Okay, so let me go to the main. It's the server.go. Whoops. It's not Alt F1. Accessibility. Current file. I need to open the current file in the folder hierarchy. How do you do that? Control K then R. That didn't work. No, I didn't mean that. Show active file in Explorer. How do I... What is it called? Shortcuts? Open keyboard shortcuts. Okay, here we go. Then I think show active file in Explorer. There we go. And it doesn't have a key binding. I'm gonna do Alt F1. What is existing thing? Open accessibility help? I don't want that. Open active. No wait. Show active file and Explorer. Okay, here we go. Let's do Alt F1. Boom. Let's try it out. There we go. Love it. Love it. Okay, this is the file I'm looking for. Main. Can I run it? Generate test. This is the main. Okay, what if I do F5? Nixing how to hotkey workspace. It made a debug. What is this? Failed to launch Delve. Delve is too old for Go version. What's Delve anyway? What is Delve? Update Delve recommended. So go install update tools. Go debugger. Just pen that go. Did it work? We're updating. All right. Well, while that's doing that, I'm gonna get my laundry. Oh my gosh. I think my camera's like really slow. Well, I'll be right back anyway. Dang, I think it's really behind. All right. We are back with laundry. All right, let's get back at it. Detains. You know a bit about RAID disk? RAID disk? You mean like the file storage protocol thing? What is it, like triple redundancy or something in RAID? So my situation right now, I'm trying to change my disk serial because of HWID ban. I have a SSD and an HDD. I don't want to lose the SSD speed. But actually, I really regret it. Is this possible? The Oh shoot, I have no idea. If you're banned for something, that's it. It bans your disk serial. I didn't even know that was possible. I mean, there's probably a way to do that. How do you even know your disk is banned? What the heck? How'd you figure that out? All tools successfully installed. Oh, here we go. So I guess it did finish that. Try again. Nope. Serving. Oh, it's working. That is wild. Is there a launch configuration then? New version of Go Please is available. What is Go Please? What is Go Please? All right, let's just do always update. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. Does that mean I can log in? I'll do. My camera is lagging behind a little bit. Well, it'll catch up somehow. It'll figure it out. Let's see if I can actually log in to the game. Oh, I have the hotkey for Unity. It's right. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Battle state binding not found. In any active scene context. Huh. Enter play mode to view battle state. Oh, I see. Oh, it worked. Let me go to logs. Where are the logs? Output. No. Debug console. Here we go. Here we go. Why is the text all crazy? Okay, let me create a room. What's wrong with the other one? See, let me turn on Canva for a second. Okay, here's a lobby. Does the game work? I don't think so. What is this? Oh, it's the AI mode. I forgot about that. Probably ran into an issue. Something happened. Here we go. Whoa, stack trace. Eric cannot play shape. At tile shape Z. Okay. Util.go. Where is this file? Can I go to it? Oh, this is just the log class. This is just the log class. All right. Can't play shape. Got it. Okay. So this player actually, where are the where are the offsets at? I got to battle. Dude, it's getting hot in here. Let's see, player database, lobby, card maker. Where did I put the offset? Shapes? Nope. Oh, I guess they're on the front end. That's probably what it is. All right, let me see about. Let's go here. Scripts. Where are all these meta files? Guess it's in battle and then AI player. Okay. Play card. Okay, this is player one. Turn one, play card. Player one is this. Okay, here's the coordinates. And okay. So I just gotta figure out then which person is actually Which person is this player? 2VHL. Okay. This person is 2VHL NB1. Is that what it was? Yeah. Okay, so it's player number 2. And they can't play a Z shape at 614. So where's that coordinate? 614. It's this one. It's got to be that one. So they're trying to play it. We see they played 2 pieces. Okay. Where's 614 at? Let me see. I don't see the coordinates. Oh, I do. 614, 614. Where is that? We're here and then down. Yeah, I guess. Oh, weird. Why doesn't it hide? Why is there 2 extra cards? They're not being hidden. Is that because of the AI? Are those the cards I played? Let me see. T and H. Those are the cards I just played. Huh. Oh, well, that's another issue. Let me switch the preferences to VS Code. Oh, this is the wrong Unity. Wrong one. What are other preferences? Changed it up. Game object. What the heck? Let me see. Here it is. General. Nope. External tools. Let's change this to VS Code. VS Code. There we go. So yeah, why isn't the display card? Should clean stuff up. So you guys service and back an event and also make sure the card is still played. So what is the normal flow? Let me check it out. Maybe I skipped some code by accident. Play card. AI player. This one's a player. Definition. And then over here is the money sauce. Huh. Does this only happen during the AI? Target tile, place selected card. On left click. Max cards per turn. Validate card result is fail. Well, it looks all good. Then at some point, it's supposed to enter and display stuff. What is that? Add the card to the played cards. Remove the card from the hand. Move the discard pile to the played cards. Refresh the hand. Sounds all right to me. Oh, I'm not supposed to be able to click on cards. Oh, these are not supposed to be highlighted. I guess I should check out the player object, see what's going on. Discard pile. 2 cards. Sounds right. Oh, but they're not in the right spot. Yeah, they're right here. So that's why. That is the issue. If I play a card here, does the other player have the same problem? Looks like they do. Yeah. Okay. There's something funky about that. And play a card right here. Let's go back to this one. And now the L, or wait. Did I play an L? Might have. So that's my discard pile. Game, player. Empty card? What is that? T, A, T, L, and... Okay, yeah. So they're not going to the right spots when they're discarded. I am going to restart. Oh, they didn't actually restart the game. I gotta end the game. Oh, what happened here? This console. Battle not found. Let me quit. Well, that's a blocker. Let's make a new game. Join. Yeah, what is this? What is this? Oh, shoot, it's still on AI mode. Oopsies. I gotta turn that off. Oh, it errored right away. Opponent not found. What's that? Maybe the code played too early. Will this open VS Code or just not? Battle client. Oh, it's trying to open up Writer. That's not it. I do not have a license no more. Error loading solution. Oh my goodness. Let me just close this. All right, let me just go into VS Code Battle Client. Let's go to 90. So it aired here. Opponent not found for player in battle 32. Something. Doesn't tell me which one failed. How can I get that info? IO error and gameplay stream. Be nice. I think I should have that info. Let me see. So what if I just do something like... Actually, this is a gameplay stream, so... All right, it is a little complicated. I could search for the string. So errored in. Can't see what this is called because this is in the way. How do I move this? Oh, like that. There we go. Put it over here. Session store. Get opponent. Retrieve the opponent's ID for a given player ID in a battle. All right. Interesting. Interesting. I am just going to quit the game. End it. Let's try this. Battle not found. I guess for the first person, the battle gets cleaned up. So the battle's not found. I should just be able to go back to. Let me write that code real quick. Let's just oh crap. Did I double click on it and it's gonna open? I gotta restart Unity actually. Cause I don't want it to keep opening up Writer. Dude, I also need a way to see the database. Gotta figure that one out. Okay, I'm gonna restart Unity. Whew. Dang, it is hot lately. I am starting to sweat. All the windows are open. Usually it's not hot in San Francisco. Can't even believe it. Dude, it sucks coding. I forgot how sucky it is to code when you're sweating. The game's still running, I think. Is it not running? I think it's running. It's just had a stack trace. Okay. It panicked, but not completely. Let's create a room. Let's go here. So start it up. I also need new art for this. I'll have to go on Canva and figure something out. For now, let me just join the game. Oh, I forgot to turn off AI mode. That's okay. See how far they get. Yup. All right. And then it's the same issue. Yup. Okay. And then if I end the game, it takes me back. This time it's gonna say, "Oh, game over. You lose. Get good." Oh, that time it worked. Huh. All right. Well, I guess that's good. I could turn off AI mode. I think I had an option here somewhere. Lobby canvas. Here we go. Nope. Nope. Or lobby view. Oh, this is I gotta leave the game entirely, actually. Okay, let's just do that. Let's go to auto login. It's on. Where do I set AI mode? Not here. Scene context. Auto run. No. Parent contract names. Login. Global volume. Okay, let me look in the code. Let's just take a look. We're going to want to go to battle.go. Maybe. Actually, let's do the gameplay stream. I thought I had like a starter thing. Battle starter, that's what it was called. I think that's what it was called. Let me look up battle starter. There it is. Where is this file? It's way out here. It's in the battle folder. Oh yeah. Start gameplay stream. All right. And then I think at some point I check for let me go to the gameplay stream. Oh, this is the Golang thing. All right. Battle starter. Zero references. This is I thought VS Code would know about Unity. Maybe there's an extension I need. Anyways. Let me go to the player. I think it's in the player class. Or actually, let me play it. How do I see like the function hierarchy actually? Additional views. Play card. Oh. Right here. Okay. Whoa. AI player, play card. What does this get called? On setup finished. AI player, play card. But that's only if AI mode is on. Right? Setting player.setting schema.ai mode. Oh. I wonder what that's about. Setting schema. Huh. I vaguely remember doing that. Let me go check it out. Maybe I have a special window I made. Battle state project. State. Setting schema. What the heck is that? Oh, is that on the protobuf? Message player schema. Ugh. Message player. Right here. We have this. Prove this player is an AI. Oh. How do I map them? How do I map them? I guess. Database and look at the database. What's the key? The key. What is the key? I'll just look at what I'm doing in the code. In the Go code. GameplayStream.go. I guess I send over a bunch of info. Sending over the current player turn. Tiles. No, it's not. This is on setup finished. What about this? Oh, this might happen at login actually. Can we go to login? Yeah, it's right here. Yup. Very nice. Very nice. It's using the account ID. I should write a comment about that in the database. ID is the same as account ID. Wow, I have a lot of changes here. It's just that package is being updated. VS Code settings. Okay. Oh, I don't want to save this debug. Let me open up to git ignore. Git ignore. Oops. Okay. Looks like that worked. Let's do updated hot reload plus switch to VS Code plus comments on database player settings. Looks good to me. So I got to run my tool then to change it. My tool is the web build. So we're gonna find it. VS Code. I'm gonna close this. Close this. Close this. Let's go to the web admin. Here we go. Source. Is it app or is it main? Okay, it's app. Package.json. I should be able to just run these. Run dev. Can I not? Is it not? Show code actions, modify review. Run script. That's not what I want. Huh. So how do I run this with VS Code? I could just type run dev, but you need to run configuration for open the Explorer sidebar. Explorer Go. Oh, the sticker's in the way. Oh, what's the outline? Oh yeah, these are the. This is what I'm looking for, kinda. Will it run it? There's no option to run it. Built-in support. Open view, run tasks. Whoops. View. What does that do? npm. Here we go. PM run dev. What is this? What object do I want? Executing npm run did. Continuous without scanning the task output. Well, it's running. Is it running? It's over here. Just taking a while? Let me see. Task is running. How do I stop it? Guess I could kill the terminal. I go to tasks. Oh, I don't have a task actually. Actually, I don't even have a task. which I should. Let me kill this. Kill terminal. Try this again. Continue without scanning task output. So is it running? But I don't see the fail to download the Go developer module and parse config.json. Oh, that's something else probably. Problems. Terminal. I got these two running, but yeah, I don't see the output though. I think I do need to see the output. I need to see the console output somewhere. Try again. I wonder what these other options are. I should see. It looks like it's not doing anything. Server web admin. What do npm run dev here? Should do something. It works, but I don't want to do it here. Well, I guess I could just type it in for now. I guess that's fine. Let's go see if the website's up.
You see, each time you open a
Okay, here we go. It is working. Enter user ID. How do I find out that information? I need a way to see the database. Could use a terminal. How would that look like? PSQL. My password. It's not my password. Holy smokes. Do I even know my password? Whew. Nope. Nope. Dude. I think I can find a way to get my password. Let me see. Let me see. Might have the wrong user. Also. Open up Rider for a second. Oh, Uranium, how's it going? Hope that guy never gets unbanned. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he did. Cheated. He probably cheated on some video game or something. Got banned using some aim hacks. Battlefield 6. A Steam hardware ban? Damn. If you're banned on Steam, there's nothing you can do about that because your account is banned. It doesn't matter what you do. You have to make a new account. I guess if you're like, you can't even make a new account, that would be crazy. If you're like, yeah, if it looks up your MAC address or something, it's like, oh man. You gotta ban the motherboard, swap that out. You could probably spoof stuff like that if you try hard enough. If you install Linux, you can spoof anything. I'm working on like a little board game. Let me show you. Well, hold up. It looks like this, and so I got two over here. So I'm gonna just play them both. It's like you just like kind of place the cards down, and I coded like an AI thing for it. Oh yeah, you remember this one? It's like you kind of just like place pieces on the board, and the AI is just playing random pieces because that's what I coded it to until it like breaks the game because there's no more legal spots the AI can find, so I gotta fix that. So I was fixing that, and then I started like trying to figure out how to do. I'm trying to figure out how to get into my database right now because basically my license for writer expired, and now I use like a lot of tools on the IDE, so like including looking at the database. But now I can't do that, so I have to figure out how to look at my database some other way. So I think I'm gonna use the command line for now until I figure out some like UI way to do it. Writer is really nice because it has like a really nice database helper tool. But you gotta pay to use the IDEs. Let me see. I gotta figure out what my password is to my database. Let me check. I think I can connect to the database. Oh. Okay. That's a rip. They're removing vaccines from Florida. What? What? That sounds kind of wild. What? How did that happen? Let me see. Smart healthcare move, smarter than no one ever thought of doing that. We check. Vaccines in Florida. Florida Surgeon General says state will eliminate all vaccine mandates. Ooh. Wow. Well, I don't know. Aren't some of the vaccines good for the kids? I feel like polio vaccine is nice. I don't know. What vaccines do kids usually get anyway? Because I guess this is for school children. Florida. Oh, I don't have New York Times. I'm not paying for the New York Times. Get out of here. I have to look at the BBC. It's an ad. Florida is aiming to become the first U.S. state to cancel all of its vaccines. So what do they require children to get currently? Florida students are currently required to be vaccinated against chickenpox, hepatitis B, measles, mumps, and polio. All right, I guess that makes sense. There's gonna be chickenpox back on the menu for Florida students. Looks like. What's that one like disease that's like you have to get it once when you're a kid, otherwise it sucks when you get it when you're an adult? It's like shingles or something. I don't know. I think it's like you're supposed to get chicken pox when you're a kid or something like that. Maybe not chicken pox. Let me look it up. The polio. What's that sickness that you should you're a kid because it sucks. You're an adult. I'm thinking of chicken pox. Oh yeah, I guess it is chicken pox. So I guess if you It's usually mild in kids, but if you catch it as a teen or adult, it can be much more severe. Higher fevers, worse rash, longer recovery, and higher risk of complications like pneumonia or encephalitis. So doctors used to say it's better to get as a child, though now kids just get vaccinated for it instead. Huh. I guess you just get vaccinated for it. All right. Yeah, dude. Florida is crazy. I think they're like doing that because they're like upset about how the government handled the coronavirus. I think because like COVID was when the COVID vaccine was so like the COVID vaccine gave vaccines in general just a really bad reputation. How do I figure out? How do I figure out my password to the database? Connect to database. Maybe I have an idea. How do I change my username? Let's go. Government, current one. Is that even legibly to be called the government? Is our government, current government, actually a government? All right, let me see. Let's try this. Let's try Postgres, and then for the password, try Postgres. Nope. Well, let's try this one. Hey, we're in. Hells yes, brothers. Hells yes, brothers. I am happy. I'm a happy man that I figured out. I remember the password to the database. Okay. What do you, the current one, is that even eligible to be called a government? What do you mean? Like the Florida government? I think everybody in Florida was listening to Joe Rogan and they're like, vaccines are bad, brothers. Vaccines are not good. Just get some vitamin D. You'll be drink some water, you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. All right. How do I look at the databases? How do you do any of this? I think it's L. Oh, let me try that. There we go. Very nice. Dude, I haven't used the command line in a minute. Okay, card game. Switch to the card game. Is it C? Oh, maybe I have to type it in. I literally got to type it in. Okay. And then I can like list the databases. Here we go. Can't believe I remember all these commands. That's crazy. But what does DT even stand for? I forgot. Display tables. That's what it is. Okay. I need like the accounts. Monster cards. I need a way to. Maybe I should just make the UI. I might have to make my next stream just making the web admin page. Do database. Look at the database, have a database view of the web admin thing. That would be nice because actually everything is protobufs in the database. Okay, that'll be good for next time. I'll wrap up the stream at 11 o'clock, so it's 4 minutes. But I'm surprised. You know, VS Code, like I just switched to VS Code, and it's kind of nice because I only need one IDE now. Because before I was using Goland, WebStorm, and freaking Writer. Because this project is 3 different programming languages. So I had to have like 3 different IDEs just because I like JetBrains stuff. But VS Code pretty much programs in every language pretty well, so I shouldn't have any issues with just using everything with VS Code. Especially the TypeScript stuff, because VS Code is like meant for the web. VS Code is web dev city. We'll see how well it does with C# and Golang. We will see. But it would be nice to have a web view. I wonder how I could do that. Okay, so actually, how do I want to do this front end? The front end is running on Vite. How does that work? I could either talk to the database through TypeScript, or I could talk to the database through Golang. I wonder what's better. Actually, if it's running on Vite, I don't even know if I have server code. How does that even work? Is there a Node server with Vite? Fun using Vite. Is there a Node server that I can write server code? With Vite, you can still run a Node backend alongside your front end. Vite itself is only a front end build tool. Doesn't run a backend for you. Right. Okay, I can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a backend in Node. Screw that, dude. Ain't gonna happen. I think the play is to have the Golang server just send in all the info to the front end. Front end shouldn't have to do back end stuff. All right, it's 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna just ramp up the stream. For now, thanks for coming in, Uranium. Thanks for letting me know about that Florida news. That's crazy. Crazy stuffs. That was pretty interesting. Yeah, you have a good night as well.